6 o'clock.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another live stream. Today we're gonna be doing the usual routine. So let me just switch over to my drawing program, my drawing screen. Make sure everything is good. Make sure it's not too loud. Okay, so we're gonna have to be dealing with these ads today. Sometimes they don't come on as frequent, other times they do, so let's do it this way. Okay, so while we wait for that, we're still working on the second prompt, still sketching out some cats and frogs, as I try to learn how to draw these two animals, and hopefully by the end of this, I'll be able to get a little mixture of a creature design with these two. Let me just make sure everything is set up. Is my thing on? I don't know why it wouldn't be. I just gotta get my toolbox turned on. I don't know why it's not working. Try to reconnect it. And then recently I just updated my my Clip Studio Paint to the latest version, so it's lagging a little bit, and it also got this one feature that messes me up a bit, so it's not working with the Bluetooth, and I don't know why. It's been working for days without a problem. Put the music back on at least. I don't think it should be the batteries. Okay, so sorry, I'm real close to the mic. Might have to connect it with the cable. It's not coming on. Okay, let me see if I could work without it and then I'll fix it later. It's always something, so I don't even remember any of my regular keyboard shortcuts like that. So yep, I'm pretty much used to my toolbox settings. So let me just get a cord real quick. I just had one for the longest time. I kept seeing it, and now I can't really find one. Okay, let's see if this one will work for the next hour and a half. So let me just get this. It's like right next to the mic. Sorry about that. Okay, the light is on. Hopefully it still connects. Oh, that's not. Okay, it's working. Oh, thank you. Okay, I really had space on it for my desk. Space for it on my desk anyways. So with the little cord pieces barely fitting, so it might fall. Okay, so we're just going to do some cat and frog studies, because this is a drawing prompt for a creature design mixing a frog and a cat together, and I was hoping to get through it a bit faster than this, but I need to learn how to draw frogs and cat a bit more. So I mean, yeah, frogs and cats a bit more. So just gonna spend some time doing that, drawing from some references, and my plans have changed a bit. So my original goal was to do these prompts and make each prompt a finished painting, as I learn my drawing style, try to get a bit faster drawing, and just work on my art style so I can eventually work on my own projects. But the first prompt that I did, I worked on it for about a month and a half, and I still didn't manage to finish it, and I don't want to take that long on each prompt. My original, like when I first had the idea, I thought I would spend about a week, if not 2, on each prompt, and that was all the time I would spend on each prompt, because the original prompts and the goal was to they did it within a day, like probably less than 24 hours, but I knew I wouldn't be able to do it within a day, so I gave myself a week and 2 weeks at most. And for the first prompt, it ended up taking me a month and a half, and I still wasn't able to finish it. I just had to move on to the second prompt. So I was gonna give this prompt no more than a month, starting at the beginning of a month and stopping at the end of the month. But this prompt is giving me the same problems, and trying to rush to a finished product when I don't really know what I'm doing is such a new concept for me. I don't usually draw animals, don't draw frogs, don't draw cats. I was hoping it would be a bit easier, but it hasn't been so far. I don't think it's bad, it's just not what I want, not the style I want. So instead, I'm gonna just take the month to practice each prompt. Whether I get to the finished idea at all. Right now I'm just doing some drawing by reference. It's not really coming out exactly like the reference. I think that's one of a problem that I have. I tend to stylize it a lot, just so it can look nice rather than getting it so close to the reference. The style is not what I want, so I'm gonna just take the whole month and just do what I can, and where I end at that month is what I get. I might have a bunch of sketches, some good, some not so good, and I might get to the finished idea, or wherever I get, I'll just stop it there and accept the progress as it comes. Because I don't think I'll be getting a finished piece for the prompts. So I'm just gonna focus and study and practice for that month on the one prompt, and see what I can learn from it, and then I'll move on for each month. So I'll be sketching, but I might also like do some rough colors and some rough paintings, just some color studies and things like that. I don't think I'll be getting to a finished product, but I hope I can get to some colors as well and some finish, something close to finish, like a finished sketch. So I think that's enough for that one, and I'll move on to another one. I'll do some frogs. They're a little easier for me to start with. So here, these light colored sketches, I erased them but not fully. I'm trying not to erase all my bad work. I kind of want this to be like a sketchbook now, to just have all my work in one place. What did I do? So I'm drawing from reference. It's this app. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, so I'll spell it out. Let me see if I can get it. Is Vizref, so Vizref, where you can like just have a whole folder and collect all the same images and put it all together in one. And that's why I have images, because when I go through certain websites, once I move from it, I pretty much lose it. So I put them in there, so I will work on what I have for now, and it'll help me from not endlessly scrolling while I'm trying to find ideas. I don't know why I tend to have like a hard time sticking with the angle of the reference. Like I change it up so much, because I think his head need to be much lower, and you should be able to see like the top of his head, but I'm like so under him. Sometimes it still works out, but it'd be so far from the reference, a completely different angle, and I don't know how I managed to do that every time. And since I still have a lot of the references, I might go back and color a few. I think the eyes are about the hardest part. But this is definitely not the right angle. I try to redo it, but still not quite right. Other than getting their hands right is also a little difficult, but I tend to stop at a certain point before it gets too detailed, so I need to work on that as well. Work on working to the finished product, putting the finished detail, not lean so heavily on like what you're able to see through the sketch, through all the messy lines and sketch lines. Trying to pick out the final lines are pretty hard. But yeah, the more I work on it, the more I just draw regularly. I think that will help more than trying to get finished pieces. Even though I was improving like here and there and like just recognizing a lot of things, it'll probably be good to stay on one step longer and not try to push through when I see mistakes and stuff. Work on fixing those mistakes instead of pushing past them and ignoring them. So and you still do that when you're sketching, but you don't put so much work in it, so it's a bit faster. I'm not sure if I'm completely making sense, but that looks weird. But I think doing like a bunch of little sketch for like 100 unfinished sketch is better than one finished painting, so I'm gonna try to go that route. I tend to like change course in between like midway through, when things just don't seem to be going out right, I don't like to think of it as like quitting or anything. It's just like pivoting to something that just might just be a better fit. Still doing the same thing, but I just felt like I wasn't giving myself enough time to mess up, practice, and make mistakes. So I'm trying to see if drawing a lot helps more than like ironing out like one finished drawing and tweaking every little thing. If I'm making any sense at all. Like, which way is the better way to improve? A lot of sketches or finished paintings that takes days and hours, weeks and months? I don't know, but I'm trying to teach myself and improve, and I guess I'll find out. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with this. It's not exactly like the reference, so it's hard to follow what's next. I got a butterfly on its nose and lily pads and water and some type of flowers. I don't know what they're called, but I like the lily pad. Okay, I'm gonna try to put a little bit more work in his feet and hand. Before I move on to the next one. The cats are a bit harder for me. I haven't found a good like tutorial. Either I just been looking at pictures and stuff, but they have step-by-step drawings, and I haven't found a good tutorial that shows like just the easy shapes, like breaking the cat face and stuff into shapes. So the cats are a bit harder. Yeah, that's what happens when I try to put detail in it. I put so many lines down that it kind of becomes unreadable. I don't think it helps that I don't really know how to draw hands and feet, like human hands and feet at all. I don't think there's a prompt for hands and feet that I'll be getting to in this one. So for these drawings, I think the hardest thing other than the cat is to be specific, like just making it look realistic and actually like the animal I'm trying to draw. Also the textures, I would like more texture. Cat fur. So trying to have the like sketching cat fur. Like having the cat look furry without painting it in. Try to color in this eye. And yeah, I updated my system. There's a few new features that probably take up a lot more space, so even while I'm sketching I'm gonna leave that. Even while I'm sketching it lags a bit. Make this smaller. Oops. Do that again. Okay, so I think I'll leave that there. Trying to get nice shadows when sketching digitally is probably gonna be another hard one for me. I'll work on that. Cause doing hatch lines, my computer is a little too slow for that. Cross hatch lines. Okay, so let's do a different. Let's move on to the cat. I need more work on the cat. And then tonight I'll get some more reference photos. I need more work on the I'm trying to see which one I want to get. So yeah, details are where I'm having trouble at. So I don't really need to, like, a gesture drawing of the cat is not really where I struggle at the most. I need more help with the, like, shape of the face. The shape of their faces surprisingly weird. I didn't think it would be that hard, or at least to make it look realistic. I really like their bodies though, like drawing the cat body. Their arms or their legs are a bit hard for me to draw because I almost try to draw them like my human legs. They don't really, these are a little more straight. So I'll just figure it out as I go. And their fur cover up what their muscle would look like. So I'll probably have to get some hairless cat photos, see if I can get learn some of their muscles and joints and stuff. Oops. So tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I'm off. So I'll be streaming for my 6 hours, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. See how much I'm able to get done. I need to cut that a little bit. So usually I draw for 4 hours. I was about to say 6 hours, but I draw for 4 hours and then I write for 2 hours. So this cat is looking down, like looking up, but their head is tilted down. I can hardly draw a decent circle with all this lag. Like most of the time you can't really tell, but when I'm trying to draw something smooth, you can tell. Okay, kitty. I think that's too big. erase this whole thing. Keep the under drawing. And then sketch it again. I really don't like this feature. Okay, let's try again. I'm gonna have to try drawing off stream and see if the lag changes at all. Okay. I should probably do some cat faces after this. Cat faces are hard. trying to figure out what I'm getting wrong here. Looks creepy. I'll finish the body and try the face again. I feel like it's because it has no fur. Okay, that's about the best I got for this cat. Move on to another one. Okay, I don't know what I did this just there. I think my cord has a shortage. Okay, let's see if I can draw this cat face. Let me see. Feature early snow. Preference. Command bar. I'll leave it alone for now. I meant to work on that last night, but I never do anything I say I'm gonna do after I get off stream, because I'm usually pretty tired while I'm streaming. So after I eat, say I'm gonna do something after I eat is a hard task. It started out good, but now I'm like losing it. So it's a little past 7 o'clock. At 7:30, I'll be switching over to my writing project for the next hour and a half, but got a little less than 30 minutes to keep working on this. I tried to do a harder cat face. Don't know why, I just saw it, thought it was nice, and I wasn't able to execute it. So I'll erase it, do one of my light erase and just keep it on the page. I'll move on to something else. I had it there for a second, but then I got lost and couldn't get back on track. So maybe eventually these light drawings will be drawn over, maybe fixed, but for now, I did not expect cat faces to be so hard. At least like realistic cat faces. But I don't got a good shape base to draw it off of, to go off of. I mean, I'm trying to figure out the shape of it. Let me get one more reference. Let me see if they have anything. I got a picture of a hairless cat. Let's see if that helps. See a bit more of the bone structure. The lag is definitely not helping me at all. It's not letting me get the lines where I want them and stuff, so definitely not helping. On top of that, I think Clip Studio Paint is just taking a bit more to work, I guess. I don't know. For it to work smoothly. I wasn't really having this problem last time. Originally. It did help a little bit. Yeah, I'm not getting all my lines. But it did help a little bit to see more of their shape and muscles, face shape. But that little, like, drawing a nose on a human face is hard for their whole bottom face to jut out like that and still barely be noticeable. It's hard to draw. So I'm just figuring it out as I go, working around all my little technical difficulties. they have such little like heads, and it just pokes out a lot. So kinda yes, kinda no. I think I got that a little bit better. I'll see what I can do for now. This is just it's probably a little bit of computer lag on my end as well, but I know for a fact this is mostly the program lag. My computer is just old. I don't even have that much where it's taking up a lot of my storage, so I'll see if there's any way I can fix that. That was a little rough. But yeah, I'll probably be drawing a few more hairless cats. Anything else I can do in this last 10 minutes? Let's see if I can get this profile view. Might have to do a cat skull. if I would be able to get another one in 5 minutes. Let me get rid of some of these extra lines. A much better drawing day. Some was a bit harder than others. I like the last two. I need to make sure I'm keeping their muzzles, their nose, face, lips part of their face like short and small. So the hairless cat helped. Let's see how many. I finished this one a little bit, just the hands mostly. I did this frog right here, did this cat right here, probably the worst of the bunch. Did this face right here that I erased into the background. Then I did these two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5, which is about what I'm able to do depending on how hard each string is. So I'm gonna put some more hairless cats in my reference folder. See if that helps. And eventually it'll just get easier on its own. We'll see how much improvement I'm able to make within a month. So this was like my first few days. I started on the 1st, and then some days off, some days off. This is the page I have so far. I'm gonna fill it up with a bunch of different frogs and cats, and then just see how much I'm able to get done for the month of April for the second prompt. So in a few minutes I'm gonna switch over to my writing project. And I'm gonna get some writing sprints in, so I'm gonna switch over in a second so I can explain it and see if I'm able to start the timer at 7:30. Okay, so this is my writing project. It's my original story called Power Family. It's a placeholder for the title, and I am currently working on the first draft edits, editing my 0 draft. The white words are from my 0 draft, and the red words are the new words that as I edit through this. So I'm working in Scrivener. It has you could put folders within folders. So I have my 0 draft folder right up here, and then I separated the prologue, Act 1, Act 2, Part 1, Act 2, Part 2, Act 3. So I did the same for the 0 draft edit. I copied and pasted everything into another folder, and I have the summary, prologue, Part 1 and 2. I edited Act 1, and now I'm editing Act 2, Part 1. So far, Act 2 Part 1 in a separate folder, it has 129 pages with 49,941 words, and I am currently up to page 54. For my whole story, it has 390 pages with 149,491 words. 390 pages, I am up to page 315, and that's only from the summary, the prologues, Act 1 and Act 2 Part 1 of what I have so far. That's already at 390 pages. I still got Act 2 Part 2 and Act 3. So, it's already past 7:30. That's okay. I'm up earlier than I usually am. I am going to start a 23-minute writing sprint. I'll end the timer at 7:53 since I'm a little behind, and I will chat after I get this writing sprint. So let me just pull up my timer. Okay, there go my timer. I'll start it at 7:32, and then I'm gonna put this up. It says we'll chat. I can't see it from, it's so small on my screen. I'm pretty sure it says we'll chat after the timer is up. Let me see if I can see it on screen. Oh, I was late to start the timer. Trying to read these small writing. So let's see if y'all can see it. Okay, we'll chat at the end of the timer. So yeah, let's see how much words I can get in these 23 minutes. Sorry, I almost choked. Okay, and that is the first write-in sprint. It went all the way through. I meant to stop it at 7:53, but it's currently 7:55. Not too bad. So 5-minute break after this. They go pretty quick, but I had to make it larger. It was like hard to see for me for some reason, so I made it a bit larger. This little section that I had to work out was a bit of a slow edit. 179 words I was able to get in that sprint, and then I was able to just reach the very top of page 55. I was on 54 or 53, I don't remember, and I'm on the just started page 55. So my zero draft and my first draft is not quite connecting, so I have to like make them fit together. They're almost the same but not completely, so it's just a bit of small changes where the way she was feeling certain things, she was standing in one place, but now I have her walking around, so I kind of gotta change the make small little changes just to make them fit together. And then there's I have her looking for someone where they wasn't before in the zero draft, so I'm also adding that in with all the feelings that I already wrote about in the zero draft, so she's just in motion where she wasn't before. A lot more describing scenery, the people that she's around currently, a little bit more dialogue that I didn't have before, just stitching in small little bits and pieces, making things fuller. So then I also have to read as I go, and break up some of these big paragraphs, as well as cut out the dialogues and stuff that I suggest but haven't written in properly. So at 8 o'clock, a little less than 2 minutes, I'll start the next writing sprint and we'll get some more work done. Okay, and start the sprint, and I'll be back at the end of the sprint.
8:15.
Okay, and that is the second sprint done. Let me actually get this off the screen this time for this break and see how much I got done. So I am currently on page 55. I am close to the bottom of page 55. I got up to 344 total words written. I think I wrote a good amount. I don't remember how much. Sorry. I don't remember how much I got the last time, but that's a good amount. I think I hit the 50,000 word mark on Act 2 last spring. I think I already hit 50,000 words. I do not know why this one hasn't moved or changed too much. Let me make sure I'm on the right thing, because it's still at 149,835, so it kind of has less now or something. I don't know why the word count is a little different, because it was almost like even like 149 something. It was like 49,000 ish, so I'm not sure what happened there. That's weird, I don't know, but I have 129 pages in Act 2 Part 1. I think I added another page, and then 390 pages in my full draft. I don't think another page was added, but it looks like it's about to be. Yeah, definitely about to add another page. So at 8:30 I'll start my final sprint. Sorry for all the scrolling. Total 8:53. Get some last words in before I end the stream at 9 o'clock my time, which is like up at the corner of the screen. It's probably small, but it's pretty clear. It's not blurred out like my work is, my story is. So we'll see if I'm able to get my 500 word count. It's just a minimum word count I would like to reach, because there's a way to count the pages somehow, I think, but I don't know how to go by pages, so I try to get a minimum word count of 500 because I just know that'll take me through a few pages of editing. Have I been reaching it? Let's check. So right in history, you're not gonna be able to see it past the blur screen or the timer and word count. Well, the word count could move, but I have not really. So 682, 1876, which, did I copy and paste that? No, I think I copy and pasted at the, so I think I had to day off. I don't know why I got so many words that day, but I definitely streamed it. So April 2nd, 583, and then the last few days I haven't reached the 500 word count. So 384, 439, 344, and I'm currently at 344, so that was today. So I might be able to reach in this last sprint. I have been able to keep more of my zero draft words than I have been recently, so there's definitely a lot more white within the sea of red words that I have. So one more minute and I'll start the last writing sprint. See how far I can get. Okay, start the sprint. Put this up real quick and we'll get our last sprint in.
computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Sorry, I was muted that whole time. Okay, so that is the final sprint. Let's see, I don't think I was able to get too much. Just a few more words from 900, from 500 with 493 words, but I don't think there's anything I can write real quick to get that 500, because at the end I was just reading down, catching up. This is kind of poorly written. It's a little jumbled, everything that's going on. It's definitely need a lot of work done. That puts me on page 56, the lower half of page 56. The total folder of Act 2 Part 1 has 130 pages with 50,434 words. My total draft has 391 pages with 149,984 words that still look like it hasn't moved at all. Include footnotes, include comments and annotation. Changes it a bit. It shows the reading time. That's cool. 9 hours and 59 minutes, 56 seconds. So I got some information here that I didn't know. What does this one say? 3 hours, 21 minutes, and 44 seconds of reading time. So I got a lot of information. But yeah, I can't think of any more words to get to that 500 mark in this final minutes. I crossed a bit of this sentence out right here, if you can see that. So I didn't delete the word, so it technically should be less words, but it was just a contradiction that I might keep, might not. One up here, I wrote that they bumped into her. Down here saying that she stopped and they kept going. So I don't know which one I'll keep or change, because I know they'll be behind her looking at everything that she stopped for instead of like in front of her. So I might have to mix it into it. That's why I didn't fully delete it. So let's see, that puts me on page, kind of lower, but I stopped writing up here, so I'm counting that page. That puts me on page 317 in my total draft, my total project of the first draft edits. Not quite 150,000 words. I swear it didn't move this whole time. But yeah, that's all for me. It's almost 9 o'clock. Tomorrow I am off, so I'll be streaming for 6 hours. I don't really have much to do. I have to make a grocery order, hopefully fast enough that I can get it in time, but I'll be getting it after my normal streaming time. Once I end the stream, I'll do a grocery pickup order, and what else? That's about it. So 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'll be streaming, and I'll have to set up some more streams. So I can never remember what I started with, so I should write it down what page I started at so I could know how many pages I edited. But that's what I was able to get done today. Did a little bit of sketching. I think I was able to sketch 5 drawings and get almost 500 words, but not quite. Try not to be too upset with that. I'll be back to stream tomorrow, an early morning stream, a longer stream, and thank you for watching. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, like the video, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.